Hey guys, how's it going? Is my volume here? Oh no, never mind. Okay, look too loud. 28 2000 here. Haven't lately. That's more like it. I don't know where it was at before or why it went out. Yeah, I'm beginning to wonder if this Skype thing is playing around with it. Everything freaking plays with that damn thing. I can't live. USB advanced audio device. First of all, that's not. Whatever. Man. I do more tech. See, unfortunately, I can't do it until I start hitting the record button. I wish I had it. Well, I probably have a test in here, but whatever. So let's get underway. How was your Memorial Day, guys, in the U.S.? I had today off, and I took my son out of school, basically, so we can get the our own little long weekend. But dropped him off early this afternoon, and got to see him. Got to see him later on this afternoon at karate, which I normally don't, but that's usually because I'm working. So, okay, so nobody's on at the moment. So yeah, we had an awesome weekend, and I'm gonna get out of here. Just a Skype window. So I don't know if Skype's doing it. I assume everything's okay now. Let me double check that, because I opened the damn thing up and then maybe it captured it. I don't know. Oh, it's up there now. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, it was a awesome weekend. He had a blast, to say the least. And now I'm kind of like, because it is the hottest day of the year right now, by far. Yeah, it is just, the heat is hot. Not to mention that I got, well, actually, yesterday was awesome temperature-wise. We were, you know, it was just low 20 Celsius type thing, nice breeze off the lake. Today, forget it, we're into the 30s. I'm like, yep. So, I don't know what that equates to Fahrenheit these days, 90 something, maybe. But with the humidity, it's meh. No, not fun. Considering we had an ice storm, seems like a little over a month ago. Well, it doesn't seem that long ago. But anyways, I'm signed up for doing some sorting here, so I'm gonna get underway. Now, since we last did anything in this area, actually, I did a video the other night, just some of my concerns, but other than that, no big deal. The one that we're working on tonight is the last one that has to be blocked in here, which is 68R, which is all on this track. I have not looked into it as far as, you know, as far as what blocking to use or anything like that, but we'll take a look very shortly here. Once we get hooked up to everything, then I'll take a look. So we're signed up. I don't know if, see, I was talking about Skype. What had happened is this morning I actually installed Skype on my son's laptop. So now he has the ability to basically chat with me whenever. Now, I told him I was going to do a live stream tonight, but I said it isn't going to be that busy. Usually by the time he knows Tuesday, I go in sessions. So I said, you know, I'm not doing that much. I said, if you want to do something, let me know. Just send a text and I'll finish things up. So I don't know what's going on, to be honest, but he's not on the computer right now, which is kind of cool that I can find that out. So But we saw enough of each other this week, to be quite honest, so it's not a big deal. I just know that lately he's been wanting to do a lot of multiplayer stuff, and I'm not going to turn him down. I get my fun, so as long as I get my fun, you know, he goes top priority as far as I'm concerned. And he's in bed by 9 on school nights anyways, so. Okay, let's, enough of the family stuff, let's get to work here. Let go of that. We'll apply some of these cars. I don't know how many I want, maybe a few. So yeah, session tonight. I wanted to get for a walk today, but it was so freaking hot. And kind of crazy, on Saturday morning we had a bit of a power failure for almost 2 hours. I got a lot of stuff done when the power goes out. That's amazing. Oh, I forgot the sound of that thing. Whoops, I'm going way too fast. So yeah, they've already set the symbol to 68R, so that's cool. Not exactly sure where the 68R industries are yet. I got a funny feeling I know where. So yeah, I want to get all these cars together first, and then we'll figure out what's going on. I don't think anything's been sorted at this point, so just want to make sure I have everything, and then we can figure out exactly where things are. Pretty sure I know, actually. Sorry, I do know. It's the further industries. I forgot about that. All right. Forgot about it. It's been a while. Nice long weekend, you lose your mind. So yeah, normally I'd go for, you know, a nice long walk, at least an hour. Well, not a Sunday, because today's a Monday because of the long weekend for me. But yeah, I may actually go later after 9 if my son doesn't try to call. If my son tries to go on Skype and text me, then what'll happen there? I already tested this. I was in run 8, and it pops up here. So you'll see the text message anytime. And I told him that. I says, I'll be doing live streams. I says, so if you text me, I may be doing a live stream. Your messages are going to show to the world. So I warned him. But he said he wasn't able to do, he wasn't able to view my live streams. And I found out what I guess he was using something called Chromium. Some crappy browser, but it was horrible. Okay, so 68R is, yeah, I remember this now. So we're dealing with the industries that are a little bit further down the line, including Ding Dong Daddy Foods from Dallas, or Ding Dong Daddy from Dallas. I guess it wasn't Foods. I don't know where I got that word from, but anyways. So, judging by the way I would approach this one, it looks like we got a whole whack of facing point switches. I'm not too sure about Fleetwood Pacific, but let me. I've already checked into these, so I already have done all that. But let me just turn on the runway lights here and take a visual look and see what it looks like. So Ding Dong Daddy is here. It's off to the side. Wow, that doesn't take much. Okay. So that's that one that you got to go back down there. That runs. I take it they run on different days or whatever. Everything else pretty much is the only runaround point that we figured. Wow, and it's not technical. Well, it is a runaround point, but it's not much of one. I shouldn't say that. You could use that if necessary. It isn't much. So from a blocking standpoint, I know right away DFD is going to be on the tail end. It's going to be on the far end. I won't hesitate to put it there. The next, okay, I already did that one. There's no runaround there. And then we go down this way. So of course the runaround is so that we can get everything going that way. Now I could do something different, and that is I could just do push-pull. Push-pull is not a big deal. So push-pull would be you put the engine in between. Now, the only difference with that is you want to have at least two tracks so that you can fit your engine in between the two, do a runaround, and have the cars facing you on the one way coming in. The other way is to put everything on the back the train down. Still have DFD on the head end as you're backing down, and then it becomes a handle. And the only thing you have to worry about running around then is the DFD one. So while you're in there, you could switch it. That probably makes the most sense. But everything else would be pretty much in the order you see it. I don't see why not, because you got nothing else basically to do at this point. Did I go too far? I might have. It's not. Alright. So I think that's what we will do. Oh, where's my pen from the other day? There it is. So I'm going to start putting the block numbers that I want. I'm going to include the ones that aren't in it. I know I probably haven't been, but I should, just in case. So the first one would be anything for DFD. And then you take it at, you know, one string at a time, basically. Well, there's nothing at that one, so you don't have to worry about that. Next one over. Okay. That one, well, you got 5 to choose from. I would do probably the far switch, or the far end first, and then so the ZOR, the VCS, and the GGO. This is on page 11 if you're following along the San Bernardino maps. So that's what I'll do. So I don't have to worry about 5 and 6 because they are there's no cars for this as far as I'm aware. And then blocks 7 and 8. And while I'm there, before I get too heavily involved in this, I want to make sure. That's good. Just wanted to make sure if he was coming on, I would want to find out before I get this started. Not a big deal, but like I said, if he calls, then I will probably come back later. But give me 1 second and I'll get this blocked up. Okay. I keep saying I want a clipboard, but I want a lot of things. Alrighty. So I can probably use this whole box here. How many cars are we dealing with here? I believe I connected to everything. Let me just double check that. I'm pretty sure I did. Ah, crap. Yep. Perfect. So that should be with the Ding Dong Daddy at the front. Let me just verify that. Yep. So it's actually in the opposite place that I want it, but that's okay. And what I may do in that case is I might because, well, sorry, I say head in. I guess it would be where the engine's going to be. So yeah, it is the head end because I'm going to be backing down. So yeah. So what do we got? First cars. DFD1, DFD1. SPC7. GRC8. So I'm working my way down, just assigning a number to them. GGO4. Back to DFD1. VCS is blah, 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 3. SPC is 7. GRC is back to 8. Well, this thing's mixed up pretty good. GGO4, GGO4. Yeah, so we're just past the halfway. VCS blah, 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 is 3. GRC is 8. ZOR is 2. BCS is 3. SPCs for 3 of them, I guess, is 7s. And then finally, GGO is 4. I could get... I'm curious if it's easier to switch it from the other end. Since I'm down there, I might as well. I think I may do that. Yeah, I think I will. Yeah, you wonder, yeah, Mondays usually I'm like, today's been kind of weird because normally I don't see him. As talking to my son again. So last Monday we did the same thing. We didn't do anything online together. We haven't done anything online together actually, with the exception at my place. Although we've been pretty much out every weekend for the last 2 because we had a Canadian long weekend and we just had the American one. So. It was a little weird because I had mentioned it to him, but I don't like, especially after I have him on a long weekend, I don't want to, you know, he's back home, he's got his thing. Normally it's been him that wants to do it. And it's not like, well, yeah, you know, Sean, you don't have your own life. Well, I do. I got plenty of my own time. It's not that I don't have time. I do. Plenty of it. I mean, I'm looking at tonight, and it, you know, you say, well, you're doing everything, running around basically to his schedule. Well, his schedule ends at 9, or whatever he thinks is his schedule is ending at 9, because at that point he doesn't have control any longer. At the moment, I don't know what control he has. It's a little awkward because I'm not used to that. I mean, I have my set days to see him, my set times, and it's always been cut and dry. Either I have him or I don't. What happened about a month ago was suddenly he was available, and that kind of changed a lot of things for me. And I actually installed another game, so we were looking at it this morning for sure, but I wasn't too sure. I kind of like, you know, I asked him, I said, well, you know, is there anything going on tonight? He said he wasn't sure. So I said, well, I said I'm gonna go on eventually. I says, but as soon as you know and you're on the computer, just give me a chat and let me know what you're up to. So I guess he's busy, because he spends a lot of time. He's pretty much like me. He'll spend a lot of time on the computer. Although he probably spends more time on the computer when he gets a chance. With the exception is, you know, if there's something on TV that he likes, he'll watch it. Okay, let's set this as the lead unit. Head on through. Actually, I want to get out and normalize that switch. Okay, I thought I already set that, but anyways. Hello, I did, didn't I? There it is. I think I set that like 5 times. I guess I didn't set it. So yeah, not too much on the server at the moment that's available for switching. The only other available is Mojave LOP52. This one's waiting on 0525, 0401, whatever that is. I don't even see that on here. Well, that's not going to be available to the 29th. That's why. Yeah, but this weekend we went down to place called Port Hope. It's a little bit further east than where we had gone the last couple of times earlier this spring. But this time, of course, I took the boat. And the whole idea, or the raft I should say, and the whole idea was I knew there was what looked to be a fairly stable body of water underneath 2 trestles for CN and CP. And this was the same line that where we went to up at oh, what the hell was it, Newcastle. So it looked promising. All right, let's see what we got here. Yeah, see, I saw the DFD right there, and I thought, okay. So basically, I got to pull that out, and I got to put number 8 in its way here. What is this showing me now? Yeah, it's still showing me that that's number 1. So the DFD I want basically behind the engines. So in a yard like this, when you basically have only so many tracks available to you. And we've got, you know, we've basically got, honestly, you know, we got more than that. The more I look at that, because it was switched at this end, we've got some room, quite a bit of room on this track too, if necessary. But I'm not going to try to use that. So what I like to do is, looking at how things are sorting out, I want to get them down, you know, first of all, I haven't tried kicking from this end, so we'll have to see how that goes. So let's try that. Of course, we're going to wind up on a spur. That's okay. Turn some lights on in here. But yeah, this place was awesome. We didn't see that many trains, to be honest, but the fish were jumping like crazy. It was just super. I mean, we were seeing Canada geese all over the place, babies, you name it. We were seeing everything. I mean, he was just loving it. I was just, you know, I'd be sitting in the car towards the end there, and I'd be, you know, he's just splashing his legs in the water. I mean, he's almost 10. But he was just like total kid at heart, totally into it. I was like, awesome. Yeah, he had a blast. Had the river not been there, had we not had the 3 hours that we were out in the harbor and underneath the train bridges and you name it, I think you would have easily been bored. You introduce some nature into the thing and you're out on the water, suddenly you got a whole different atmosphere. And that was the whole point. We didn't go far. We didn't, like, our distances, we didn't really, a lot of times we were just drifting. I mean, there's a tiny bit of a current. Actually, it's kind of weird because the salmon have a run. Now, mind you, it's not that season for it, but they actually have a run that that heads up, you know, past the water, small little waterfalls and whatever through town. But we were below the waterfalls on the lakehead, and yeah, we tried. It was kind of funny because we rode right up to the waterfalls. Tried to get up the stream right into the turbulence as much as we could, and it just took us back out. And then there was one time where we went right out to Lake Ontario, and there's a bit of a breeze, so kind of choppy waters, but not really. I've been in a lot worse, but it was a first experience for him, because actually I shouldn't say it's the first. We've been on Lake Ontario at least once before, but that was the first time we went out, and we were in I wouldn't say a sheltered harbor, but we were at a breakwall at Port Weller, which is basically separates. There's two main piers that come off of Port Weller for the Welland Ship Canal, and you know, St. Catharines, Niagara on the Lake area. And that usually, depending upon the wind, it doesn't protect you against westerlies, but if you have an easterly or you have wind coming out of the south, kind of like what it was on the weekend, you're going to be protected. So Port Weller, we would have been fine, and it would be smooth, perfectly smooth, because of the long pier. And these are extra long ship piers, basically. But this was a different story with Port Hope, because Port Hope had the smaller piers, but not only that, instead of being within the shelter of those piers, we were coming out of the channel. So once we came out of the channel, I knew we would have the winds to deal with, and I knew we were going to have the waves. And you know, I've experienced enough to know what I can and can't handle, and I usually will. It's kind of like an air test with trains. It's pretty much that. You have to apply that. You have to know, number one, can I fight the current, and number two, can I fight the current, number one. Number two, can I fight the wind? You could even throw number three, can I fight the waves? Usually I wouldn't test the waves. Current you can test as long as you're heading upstream, or you're heading from the bottom and you're safely on the bottom, and you head upstream, such as Lake Ontario. So if this was a big current water and it was going to take us out to the lake, I wouldn't be in it. I would know. But as long as I felt comfortable enough, then going up the river would be fine. There'd be no problems with that. Okay, so let's stop yapping about water here. It was fun. It was worth it. And let's see if I can kick these. I don't know how far I'm going to be able to kick them, but we'll try anyways. Looks like it reconnected. Yeah, so much for the kick. I don't know. I had brakes on. I had a little bit of brakes on so it would not roll into it, but it did. Whatever. Well, mind you, it's coming back at me this time. So, I don't know. Maybe it's easier fighting going up. So what's the next one? Block 7. I got enough room over here. I'm pretty sure I do, but did it again. I've almost given up on kicking. I really have. I don't know what the trick is anymore, or what I'm doing wrong. If I am, I assume I'm doing. I don't know if I'm doing anything wrong, but. Which is fine. It could be flat switch, it just takes a little bit longer. Might go for a walk after the sun goes down. After 9. And yeah, I miss my son, so that's why I keep looking. Just to see if he's doing anything, which he's not. If I know my son, because I believe he has, not he has visitors, but my ex and ex-mother-in-law has a visitor down, so he's probably, oops, am I too close? Yeah, close enough. Only counts in horseshoes? I don't know. Whatever. Let's just pretend we didn't see it. Sounds good. Alright, so we're going to go down all the way. I've given up kicking. I'm just wasting time. Said knucklehead error. Did I actually respond to that? Looks like I did. Yeah, it's pretty close shave there. Yeah, too close. Try to take it all the way down. Not all the way down, but past the next switch, because I want to put some other cars on that side there. Okay, I gotta go through my list for a second here. GRC, GGO is a 4. What I need to do is go through my list and make sure. Come on. That I know when the last block of a certain car is. So far we've got 4 cars. It'll be 5 in a second. 15 to go, but at some point it will be the last block of that particular separation. So I want to make sure that I know what that is. Like, for example, well, GGO, I know the last one is going to be the very last car because it's connected to the head end. SPC ditto. What is it? VCS, UCS. I can't even read my own writing. It's going to be further back. ZOR. Oh. My Wi-Fi is down, then how the heck is it working? So he tried to get in touch with me. I had a funny feeling. How are you on? How can his Wi-Fi be down? He mentioned that to be to me. I guess it's not working well or something. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. But okay, that's good. Let me get that going here. I gotta ask you. He mentioned that the other day that his Wi-Fi was down. I was like, if his Wi-Fi is down, how can he be communicating with me? It doesn't make sense. Oh, I won't bug him. Maybe he's too busy doing something else that he wants to do. kind of like me. GGO's fine there. But like I said, he'll take top priority, so he wants to do something. Because I'm not doing this all night, that's for damn sure. I should get into the programming again. I just wanted to do something fun. Like I said, weekends, especially long weekends, I will get down. So I want to do something that's fun. Usually I like walking. Like I said, it's too damn hot today, but the sun's going down soon, so. Oh yeah, we saw an awesome sunset last night. He loved it. That was pretty cool. But the cool thing about long weekends, especially the Monday, I'll see him again tomorrow night. So, because usually I see him Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and on through Tuesday, Thursday, and then Friday night I get him all the way through to Sunday. Because it's a long weekend, I get some extra time with him, so, which is cool. Took him out of school today. Just so he could have that extra time. We got home at about 11 o'clock last night. Drove through Toronto in the dark. It's fun. Lots of fun. DFD. Okay, so I want to be over here. Should I bug him? He's still on. Do I have a confusion emoji? I don't know. Let's see, what do I got? I don't know what I don't use emojis that much. Waiting. No, I'm not swearing. What's the confusion? What's this guy? Oh, Movember. Jesus, Murphy. How many freaking emojis do they have? Unamused? No, I'm not unamused. Dull? Wondering? Okay, yeah, that sounds good. I'm wondering. Sorry, guys. Look at that, I screw up my screen every time oh, come on. Don't give me that crap. There we go. Probably disturbing his game now. He's like, ah, Dad. Whatever he's doing. Meanwhile, I'm doing a live stream. VCS3. Oh, DFD, okay. So I know DFD is done, by the looks of it. Or it's going to be done in a second. So we got 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 4. And block number 2 is the Zor, which I don't think I've seen that yet. Yeah, I don't know if he has problems running certain games or something. The other thing he has a tendency of doing too is he will leave his computer sleeping. I told him, I says, well, it might appear I'm online all the time, but I just keep it going. But he'll leave his laptop just sleeping there. I said, you're gonna waste all your battery power doing that, but slowly, but Zora, I got a long time before I have to do anything there. Well, this is where it gets interesting. So what I can do is, because it goes way down there, we still have some sorting to do. I'll plop it down there a tiny bit. Just to give myself some room. I don't know how much I need, because it depends what else I have. I don't have much on 2, but I could use the rest of the space. Like, I only have 1 to go with the other, but yeah, VCS is the next one. That's what I wanted. Okay. So VCS I haven't really put anywhere yet, I don't think. No, I haven't. Okay. So that's going to be the new place for that for now, or temporary place. SPC, I know I have a spot for that. Considering it's 8 o'clock, this just could be me, but because it's a top of the hour type thing, something might have got his attention that he would rather do. Because I heard him say that. He's only said it once. And it's like, you know, if you got something better to do, it's not a big deal. That's why I put Skype in there, so that I know what he's up to, so I got an idea of what he wants to do. Because when he's here, I basically ask him, I says, you know, what do you want to do? Now, if it's something I don't want to do, then yeah, I'll object to it. Or if there's something I do want to do, I'll encourage it. But most of it's, you know, as far as what we do is usually a decision that, you know, is give and take on both ends. Which works pretty good. It's not, no, this is what we're going to do today. Well, no. I don't know what I'm doing for my July vacation yet. And that's okay, because it's going to involve money, and it's not like I'm going to be, you know, it's going to be something I'm going to enjoy for sure. But at this point, I'm like, you know, whatever. So he had 1 hour before he, you know, he had to go to bed. So just like, maybe he just wanted to watch a show or something. That's what I'm thinking. Because he never replied again, so I gotta look one time. No, he's gone. See. I don't know if it goes to sleep and then it just kind of disconnects him, or I'm not sure how that works. If it sleeps and then it shuts down, I'm not too sure how the laptops work with that. Should have tested it and found out. But what he might have done was say the Wi-Fi's not working. He closed it up and said okay. But I'll talk to him about that tomorrow. I'm gonna say, how the heck does the Wi-Fi not work when you're chatting with me? It's like, now he had a legitimate, when he said that my live stream wasn't working. There's I was saying this before. There was an issue with some browsers being able to observe live streams on YouTube. Chromium was one of them. And this computer of his, oh my god, it is Windows 10 garbage. I am so glad I'm not running Windows 10 on mine. Absolute garbage. Okay, I was going to go a little bit further, so let's do that. So yeah, we're gonna be done by the top of the hour, anyways. So, not a big deal. For me personally, I mean, I had more than my time now. It helps me because then I kind of know how to plan my evening, and a lot of times with this whole "Hey Dad, what are you doing?" thing, all of a sudden it's just like, okay, well, I don't know. What are you doing? I don't know what you're doing. I know what I'm doing. I tell them on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I say, I'm in a session. Those are the times where I will basically say, no, I'm running a session. Just so you know. I'll talk to him tomorrow. I'll find out what's going on. Something tells me there was a little... Yeah. I'll get an explanation. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but yeah, I'm just like, yeah, I don't think so, buddy. It's not how Wi-Fi works. But whatever. Because on the phone he told me that the one time. I was like, okay. Well, if it doesn't work, don't worry about it. I just want to know what I'm doing. I guess planning doesn't come till you get older. That's not true. I've been a planner for years. Now, don't get me wrong, I can go very spur of the moment, too. Like tonight, I planned on having supper at home. I ate out. That kind of thing. Why? Because it was easier. And path of least resistance. That is my biggest... I guess it's procrastination, too. And that is going to hamper me. It's already hampering me as far as what I should be doing. And what I mean by that is there's RTS. The good news is I'm going to run out of excuses And I do say that literally. I'm going to run out of excuses come, I think, June the 4th. This server is going to be down for, I think, 5 or 6 days while Mike goes on vacation. There's no excuses then. And that will start on a Tuesday. Now, I'll let my son know. Because if he gives me a distraction, at least that, you know, takes a little bit of the pressure off of me. What I mean by pressure, I'm just putting pressure on myself is what I'm doing. Nobody's putting pressure on me. I'm just putting it on myself. But if I can get into a momentum, then I know, especially if I can get a lot going, that will really make things a lot easier down the road. I mean, willpower will only take you so far. Eventually, you gotta just do it. So I think the plan right now, considering what's going on, at least in the next hour by the looks of it, I'll be finishing this up. I'm not worried about the other job. YouTube is completely dead for anything that I'm interested in tonight. And then I'm just going to go ahead and go for a walk, because I wanted to. I said I wanted to. How far am I on the GRCs? I don't think I'm quite there yet. No, not yet. Yeah, let me get around that corner. I don't like that. I don't like the bend on that. Just want to make sure the coupler's okay. Now my whole thing as far as the Skype and all that stuff is just trying to figure out, okay, when is he going to need me? It's a father thing. When's my son gonna need me? And believe me, I know he's getting older. The one thing about going on these trips is I get into a lot of conversations. I find out his state of mind. So I know. Yeah, he puts on a good act, but I know damn well things will change in the not too distant future. Okay, so I got a couple GGOs together there. Oh yeah, I see them now. No, far enough. And to be honest, you know, I'm totally unselfish as far as myself goes. I know it. Sometimes you gotta be, but he's my life. He's my life, and Run 8's my life. He takes priority number 1. Run 8 takes priority number 2. Unfortunately, RTS, which used to be part of that Run 8 spectrum, is now priority number 3. And I know it. Now, my whole thing of getting back into doing something was let somebody else handle the server end. I just want to enjoy this again. No pressure on me. If I want to run, I can. If I don't, I don't. If I want to host, or if I want to do a live stream, I can. I do more than I would think I would do. There's no pressure on me to do them. Nobody's holding a gun to my head or anything like that. I enjoy doing them, so that's why I keep doing them. So. What do we got? 8:13. Oh yeah, I'll be done this in no time. I think tomorrow night, after I get on around 9 o'clock or so, again, I have my son tomorrow night, so but once I come back, I will probably run a main line again. Like, switching is great and all, but after a while you get tired of it. And because I'm doing so much in between the sessions, although I haven't done too much this time around because of the long weekend, but I did enough, I think. Okay, VCS. Oh, I got 2 for that. Where the hell is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. I don't know what I was saying. Okay, focused on what I was doing here. Now, can I grab onto that? Yes, I can. It's a good thing GRC's number 8, which I believe it's in the right track, so it's in the perfect position to continue to go down. I can't attach it to number 7 until almost near the engine. 1 car away from it, actually. This is going to be the last that goes down that one. So let me set up the switch for that. And that's all the sorting I have to do. What you see it pretty much right there. In fact, the next couple is going to really start to sort this out now. So yeah, procrastination, it is very bad. It's so easy. I mean, I pump myself up and get enough willpower and whatever, and don't get me wrong, it's gonna happen. I know me. It will happen. Eventually, there'll come a point where the distractions will not be there. I mean, I mentioned about the power failure, and I say this very clearly, and I'll tell you, this is a perfect example. You talk about procrastination, cleaning. big procrastination with me. I'll do the dishes because I have to. Not because I want to, but I'll do it because I have to. Laundry I just do, you know, laundry's part of the routine. It's not a big deal. You know, shaving, you name it, stuff like that. I mean, those kind of things, I do it because, yeah, I have to, but it's also part of my routine. Okay. So Zora's going to be done in a second here. Now the question is, I don't remember having a Zora yet. Uh-oh. Oh, that's kind of sucks. Well, there's one way of fixing that. Well, one's done, so I can put Zoran behind it, so that'll work. Or did I just do it? No, I gotta. Never mind. I'll get it. Did I just open something? What the hell did I do? How the hell did I do that? Okay, first of all, everything should have been bled, so why would it do that? Really? When did that happen? I don't know why that did that. It wasn't doing it before. That was odd. Huh. I don't know what the hell happened there. That was weird. I heard the air dump. I'm like, why is the air dumping? I've already bled the air. What's going on with that? Okay. Yeah. Okay, so Zor would be number 1 would be in front of it, which is that blah blah blah. Oh crap. Question is, where is it? Is it that one? Oh no. That's not good. I bet you it is. I put it down here for a reason. I gotta get that out of there into that. But I'm not too sure exactly how I'm going to do that now. Okay, there's not much more I can do about that one. So GRC I know is done. Okay, let me just leave it there. We'll deal with it. VCS. Yeah, I can take that with me. And that'll be done. Oh, well, that's how I'm gonna do it. I'll put Zor in. Yeah, it's gonna get goofy. Well, there's a few ways I can do it. Hold on a second. I think I got an idea. No, I know exactly how I'm gonna do it. I think. Oh, man. Switching puzzles, you gotta love them. Okay. Sometimes I think it's just easier to sort them or sort them into the types rather than try to order them. So this is going to be the end of the VCS block too. Block number 1 occurs at... Okay, I know what's going on here. Hang on. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of a push down there, but not a connection type push, just enough to clear. Okay, that's what I wanted. That can stay there for a minute. So that's block number 3 finished. I already see where that's going. But or actually no. Hang on a second. Hang on. Yeah, that's right. That's block number 3. I did that right. I've just screwed up myself for the rest of it. How about I just leave it alone for a minute? And I'll try to remember that. Because I'm at the end anyways. Okay, perfect. We'll get this all together in a second. So yeah, this is the end of the SPC block. So now I grab those. And I could normally put them into the GGO, but or down here. Except I got that Zord in the way, but that's okay. We'll deal with that. Hello, wake up. Get the GGO together here. It should be that one, yeah. Then I can put it all together. Yeah, see, my mind's already formulating a plan for the rest of the night. What happens after 10? I ain't telling you. I'm just not. I know what I should be doing at 10. In fact, I kind of know what I should be doing at 9, but honestly, exercise is important too, so I would like to get out today. And sometimes a walk, I know me, it'll get me thinking and pumped and feeling good and whatever. So we'll see. Alright, so now, of course, I've got to grab the block 1 stuff, which is way down there, which I've kind of got crap in the way now. The SPC. In fact, I gotta get the Zor out of the way now, which is block number 2, which I could probably do it in 2, but I'm gonna grab this first, put that back on the head end. Run into the rest of it? Sounds like I did. Yep. Yeah, I want him down there. So this is okay. I want Zor and VCS together anyways. Those ones will be in order, but they're blocks 2 and 3. Then I got the other guy in front, which doesn't really help much, but I really don't have anywhere else to put it at the moment. And honestly, at this point, it can go mid-train anyways. And I'm thinking it might just be easier to do that. No, I've got to do that runaround thing. Forget that. If it was heading that way, yes. Because it's not, no. I have to have block 1 on the head end. So we've got 3 cars. Whoops, I don't know what the hell I did there. So these are in the correct order with the exception of those guys. That's got to get to the head end. So what I'll do is I'm going to grab them. And the head end, I mean being this head end. I'll see if I got a temporary spot I can put it in. I keep hitting though. I don't know what buttons I'm hitting. Okay, I got an idea here. I'm gonna put it on the ladder. Just temporarily. That'll get me out of trouble. Other than speeding down here. Oops, I'm on the wrong one. I want to go to the next one. Whoops. So these three I'm going to set out of the way on this ladder here. Ah, crap, I don't want to do that. Not quite that. Yeah, I don't know what's on the list, so not my server or call. Yeah, I got that part. Yeah, I don't even have Kingman. Yeah. So now that's temporary there. That's going to be the head end. Yeah, I think that's going to be the only jobs available. I think. Oh no, there's one more. There's a Mojave job. I'm not going to do that one. Enough distractions. Okay, so now that I got one out of the way, all I've got to do is get the stuff down to here again. then reattach the one I just dropped off to the head end. And then I'll be good there. I may do this, or try to do this one on tomorrow night, but we'll see. Like I said before, once you've done a local in between, I like to vary things up a bit. Yeah, this thing's getting together nicely now. So I got blocks 1, 2, and 3 now. Or I should say I'm gonna get blocks 1, 2, and 3 together. As soon as I back into them, that helps. On the head end. Here's the 4th block here. brakes too soon. So now it's just a matter of grabbing that, and then shove that all down, and we're all set. Making good times, 8:44 Eastern right now, so. Yeah, we'll see what the temperature is like. If not, I might just go for a short walk and get my act into gear. We'll see. I'm starting to pump myself up more, so that's a good sign. Always a good sign. I think knowing you're procrastinating is half the battle. Hopefully a little cool and fresh air. I don't think it's going to be that cool out, but we'll see. If I get too hot, I'll come back, I can tell you that much. But it won't be on the server. Not tonight. And again, you won't be seeing too many updates with me. Things will be relatively... I'm just shooting the crap basically right now, but updates or whatever, I mean, you'll see stuff when I actually have something to present, and that's still a long ways out as far as I'm concerned. I don't know how long it's going to take. I have no idea. This is a totally different project than what the RTS beta was. I got my ideal predictions, but I'm not going to predict nothing. Because I really don't know. Like, I don't want to set myself up, basically, for, you know, my expectations too high or too low or anything like that. I just want to make progress. There's that air system. Okay, now I know what I'm doing. Alright, now I get it. So I had that air brake system recharge thing came on. That's what's doing it. So I'm hitting the wrong button, and what I did was I accidentally recharged the system one time. And that caused me to dump the air the next time I went to do it. So now I know what's going on. That's good. Good to know. had 6.5 hours sleep last night. I've been really sleeping good on the weekend. I think as I get closer to the end of the weekend, that's when my, I don't know, it's nervous system worries, who knows what it is. I sleep really good on the Friday night. I always do. Doesn't matter what was at work. And it really, honestly, I don't have much to worry about at work tomorrow as far as I'm concerned. Things got opened up pretty nicely before I left, so. And the good part is, even though it was a U.S. holiday, we were closed. Because we took it. We took it as a vacation day. Not a vacation day, a holiday. So we were we have a Canadian holiday up in February for Family Day. I think that's that. I don't know what the hell that stupid holiday is. Something. It's just you have that long drought of no holidays between Christmas and I guess it would be Easter. That's what we have. Love to say it's Black Friday, but that's a fall thing in the States. So nah, we have it here in Canada too. Although we don't have the holiday. Although I take off Thanksgiving, both Canadian and U.S. And I also always take off July the 4th. I purposely take off the U.S. holidays. Unless I have something major planned. I haven't missed one. I've been there 2 years now. I have not I haven't taken, or I haven't actually worked a US holiday since I started. I took 11 days of vacation this year because I had one still owing. Now I'm caught up. We have a July the 1st holiday, but we're taking, that falls on a Sunday, so July the 1st holiday will be, it's Canada Day. That's going to be on July the 2nd on the Monday. July the 4th is on the Wednesday, so I've got 3 days off in July at the moment. August I got a civic holiday at the beginning of August, first Monday in August. That's automatic. Don't have to take vacation. I had to take 2 vacation days after Canada Day. I had to take July 2nd, or sorry, July 3rd and July 4th. So it cost me 2 vacation days, but I figure why not. Alright, we are together. It's 8:52, so that works out good. So don't have to worry about an EOT since I'm on a branch line or whatever. I'll keep the air off. Maybe I'll shut down the engine. I don't know. We'll see. So I could post my ideas as to how to run this train, but I think I'll let people figure that out themselves. Ooh, I didn't do a good job in slowing that train down. I guess I did, right at the last minute, or second. I fell. That looks good. Okay. Just like that. Done. Okay, so that's a different one. That's a different one that just came up, I think. When did that come up? Must have been today. Available May 28th. Oh, maybe not. I don't know if that was there before. Switcher. I don't know what that was. Okay. So for this one, oh, okay. I thought I had access. I thought I still had a minute access, but I guess I don't. That's okay. So the protection's in on that. So, why didn't that go complete? Oh, that's because I haven't put that in there. 856, 76556. Let's say 29th. No, we're still 28th. So 556 Pacific, and that will automatically put it to completed. And that is done. So what else is there? There's a Mojave job, and then there's the new core Seligman switcher thingamajiggy, which I don't have anything to do with. But I'll leave those for somebody else. I've had my fun for this evening. Okay, guys, I will see us probably, I don't know, about 8:45 tomorrow night then. And, well, maybe 8:50, who knows, whenever I get home. After dropping the kiddo off on our Tuesday night thingamajig. So I will see you then tomorrow, and have a good night. Take care.